Hello everyone, it's James here. I hope you're doing well. So I've had my rest day yesterday and now it's time to get back onto the grind for the week. I weighed myself this morning. Last week I was 20 stone and 11 pounds and this week I'm 20 stone 10 pounds, which is a £1 loss for the week, not too bad. With weighing myself every day, it kind of pales in comparison to the bigger picture of how I feel physically and the kind of clothes that I can put on, because as we saw in my last video, I fit in 36-inch jeans now, which is a tremendous achievement for me. Probably something I couldn't have done even as a kid, to be honest with you. Weighing myself is an increasingly less significant factor these days, so I'm not going to worry too much about the numbers on the scale anymore and focus more about how I'm feeling and focus on things like my fitness and the clothes that I fit in and stuff like that, because obviously that stuff makes me feel a lot more jubilant than seeing some numbers on the scale go down very incrementally. Here's the lads having a spot of breakfast. Very nice. As it's a new week, I'm going to get my upper body stuff in and see how I do. I'm not going to go too hard on the weights, but we'll see how it goes. Play it by ear. Good morning, my arch nemesis. If you're the same goose, I mean, you all look the same to me, to be honest with you. So back from the gym now. That was a good session. We did upper body and lower body. So first we did upper body, which was 3 sets of 10 on the chest press, shoulder press and machine row. And that was just 5 kg. We're not doing anything strenuous because obviously the shoulder and rhomboid, they still need to heal properly. And no tingling, which is great. I had a medication review with my surgery today. One thing we were discussing was the possibility of keeping my prescription for my testing strips and my lancets, but they said that because I'm not on medication, they can't do a prescription for the testing strips and the lancets, which is a bit strange. I still want to check my blood sugar every so often. It doesn't necessarily have to be every day now, but I would like to keep it in check. I think a set of testing strips is like 12, £13 if you have to pay from a private seller. Which is quite a significant amount. But then again, if I'm not testing my blood sugar very often, then that will stretch out for a long time, won't it? But everything else is fine. I'm due a blood test in June, so we're going to see how that turns out. And the blood test in June will be significant because it will be 6 months from when I stopped my metformin. So we're going to see how I'm doing there. I'm sure it's fine. Whenever I test my blood sugar, it's been the same as when I was on metformin. So there's no real significant change there. I think I need to show you guys a physique update because I feel like that I've obviously still got a bit to go with like my upper body, but my legs and my thighs and all that lower body area seem to be getting along pretty well. And I think that being 20 stone 10, I think most of that is like the upper body, you know. So like the tummy skin and the boobies and the back and things like that. Because I feel like there isn't much you can get rid of in the lower body for me anymore. I'm going to have to keep a close eye on everything now. And like I said before, I don't think that the number on the scale is as a significant factor anymore as it was like when I was 35 stone. The non-scale victories eclipse that scale number right now, especially for me. Especially considering that I can fit in 36-inch jeans now and I can walk 6, 7, 8 miles in a day and not fear the next day, really. I think the best way to put it is that I'm feeling very optimistic. I've got a lot of things that I can look forward to. I've got a lot of potential now to do things that I've never done before. And it's all about just living the best life possible. Well, there are a lot of things that can still be improved. I think everybody has room for improvement in anything that they do. Things are just so much easier now that I've lost a significant amount of weight. I find it easier to walk around in public. I find it easier to be in social situations. I find it easier to do something as simple as get a pint of milk from the shop. I can walk to and from the shop without having to plan an itinerary of benches to see where I can sit down, because that literally was the case a couple of years ago. I had to plan out my route just so I could sit down halfway or 3/4 of the way to actually just get some milk. And that's not really a good life to live, is it? So now that I can go wherever I want and be fine, everything feels so much nicer now. We were talking about my antidepressants because I still do take those. I'm on 40 milligrams of fluoxetine a day. They help me stabilize my mood and they keep things in check. Will I come off them eventually? I think so. I think I need some talking therapy to flush out certain things because I feel like this time of year, even though it's getting easier to manage my feelings, I still get pretty bad depression around this time. And especially when it comes to like significant parts of the year too, with regards to like anniversaries of passings and things like that. I'm at a major turning point with regards to my depression. It doesn't control me anymore, which is absolutely wonderful, but I still need to keep it in check. I still need to be medicated. I do hope that one day I can say that I can come off the medication and be free enough to just go on my own steam and be absolutely fine. Looking back on everything, I've I've had a lot of I've had a lot of strife looking back on everything, and to go from like 10 medications a day to just two or three, my antidepressants and my IBS tablets, that's it's just wonderful. I feel great for that. I can honestly say I feel happy. I think that's all a lot of us want. Yeah, it's just a nice feeling. There's nothing much else I can say. It's hard to it's hard to it's hard to get these feelings out. It's hard to describe these feelings to everyone, especially on a video. Um, I'm trying my best to, obviously, and it does get easier and easier with time to tell you guys about how I'm feeling, because I don't want to just tell you about the shit times, which are few and far between these days. Um, I want to tell you about the happy things and the progressive achievements that are coming through in these videos. Um, so yeah, that's all from me for today. It's been a lovely day, a lovely morning, and I hope you all have a wonderful day too. Take care.